What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another exciting edition of them hard motherfucking feelings.
Oh, yeah.
I'm your host, Uncle Hank, here in the fucking boardroom in Vancouver at the Sheraton downtown. My co-host is coming at you from right next to me, the CEO, sitting in the CEO's spot.
That's how we do it. You're fired, freako.
With his secretary/lover boy sitting next
He's
to him.
taking meeting minutes.
Give it up for Kippy, Kevin, James, Ryan, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Shout out to the motherfucking homies, baby, the lifeblood of the organization, the shareholders.
We're in the goddamn boardroom.
The stockholders. We're in a fucking boardroom, baby. This is, gotta get done, going to get done. We're doing it from the fucking boardroom of the hotel.
I couldn't take any more fish eyes in a minivan. I was taking heat.
That was Jesus Christ. Dude, the one you look like a goddamn Corolla in the front seat.
I looked so big in the front seat, man. Woo-wee!
This is the most official episode we've ever done. We had to pay to get this spot. We had Luke call. It says the Dempsey group on the front door. Did you see that?
Yeah.
The new guy Luke group.
Gang, how about a nice shout out to our producer extraordinaire, that old magic man, makes us all look good, works the ones and twos, threes and the fours. It's Toby, the intern, McMullen, everybody.
What's up? Big shout out to the Dempsey group,
The
huh,
Dempsey
team?
group, man.
Oh,
What sort of business is the Dempsey group in?
I don't know, but they do it at a high level.
Taking other people's money.
Spending other people's
other people's corporate accounts.
Here you go, big guy.
Exporting and importing.
Have some mints,
Oh, is there
compliments
mints out here?
of the Dempsey group, baby. They hooked
If
us
we had
up.
like a calendar or something like that.
What?
If we had a calendar.
So that's probably not good for the sound.
Oh, fair enough. Or a cookie tray, at least. I mean, Jesus Christ. I've been in these meetings
I mean,
before.
you should have
You
known
guys
better.
haven't.
You should have. I mean, you're better off giving them tinfoil. That's fucking crazy.
Should be
I
some
thought it would be fun and silly, and I regretted it instantly.
Should be some smoked salmon or something on the table. That's what Vinny Chase gets. Anyway, gang, he's always with us. If you don't know him by now, he's a fixture on the Are You Garbage live shows. The host of the show, our good pal from Cat Daddy and the Pizza Squirrel podcast. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Tom Cassidy, everybody.
Good to be here, Henry. Hard to have hard feelings in such a beautiful province.
Oh, I have a feeling you're going to have them because we've been together for fucking 4 days.
These two fucking go at it like fuck. Dude. You thought me and him are bad. These two, it's fucking insane. By the way,
If you give him
in
a
about
shred
10
of
minutes,
control,
in 10 minutes, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna need the room just to let you know. All right. Can I have the room, please? And then Toby's gonna look at me and be like, "Yeah, Luke, you got to get out of here." I go, "You too, Toby." What did I do?
standing outside the door. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know
Did
what's
he run
got-
this by you? He didn't run it by me.
I don't know what's got into. He's doing a hooker all weekend. Pretty woman.
I got to say this off the rip. No hard feelings for fucking the city of Vancouver. We've had a lovely couple of days, gang.
Yeah, it's been very nice.
Portland. We landed in Portland. We did a great theater show. It was beautiful down there. Drove up to Seattle. Did a beautiful theater show. Beautiful down there. And now we're here in Vancouver, and this place is fucking unbelievable.
This might be.
Soup to nuts. Tommy's having the time of his life.
Little slice of heaven, Hank.
Thank you, Tommy.
You're like one of those dolls where you pull the string in the back. I'm loving life, guys. Little
qual-
slice of heaven over there.
Can I get soup and
quality's
a
nice.
salad? Are these Cokes free refills? Can I get more towels in room
dude.
16?
By the way, Tommy, Tom, we went out
We're
to
gonna
dinner
do this
last-
up top,
Yeah,
huh?
This is
it's
what we're
hard.
doing.
This is hard feeling.
Doing it up
Talking about a
top, all
fucking
right.
show, you fucking buck dude.
This could be
idiot.
the end of the podcast right here.
There's a couple of things. Dude, Tommy ordered 2 entrees last night at dinner. I'm not even fucking with you. And then he goes,
That's
and
not
then he
true.
goes, I'm gonna have some of Kevin's too. And I said the fucking balls on you.
That's not true.
I'll tell you what happened. All right, Toby was out with his buddy. We went to a nice dinner. Luke found a
Real nice
joint.
I mean, it was
telling
like
you,
the Bear.
gang.
The best place I've ever been
That's a
to.
sandwich shop, you dirtball. It's not like the Bear at all.
No, at the end of the season.
We might have to keep it down. I mean,
There's another actual meeting happening.
is
next
there?
door.
Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
buy them the fuck out. I don't give a shit.
mergers and acquisitions. Luke, go make a low ball offer on him.
Go over there and write a check.
Yeah.
And if they have a sandwich tray, grab it off their desk and bring it over.
Wait.
See if
Also,
there's any tail over
also
there.
for the listener, I told Luke, I go, Luke, see if you can get the business center because we're going to need to record an episode or something. So Luke calls. They call Luke back and they go, yeah, it's going to be $350 for the 2 hours to rent it. And then Luke looked at me. He's like, it's going to be $350. Is that cool? I went, yeah. And he went, yeah, that's not going to be a problem.
No problem at
You
all.
tell a Coke dealer,
Yeah.
hey, you got to get 3. That's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, I got that on me.
I'm not
What
driving
the
out there
fuck?
for 1.
Listen, the Dempsey Group moves fast,
They
man.
do, with other people's money.
Man.
Oh man, that restaurant was amazing though.
Tommy,
The lighting, the ambiance,
He
the
kept saying it was
server.
like the bear, and I was like, that is a hole-in-the-wall sandwich.
No, it's
shop.
not. Not at the end of season 2. Catch up.
it's like a
They make
ground
it into a
round in here. Look at
legitimate
this.
restaurant at the end.
It's just a Ponderosa grill.
Dude, the server was unbelievable.
They got fake trees in here.
Kevin went to the bathroom. He folded his napkin for him. Gave me a little eye.
Can I say that guy was
wink.
good looking.
What kind of cuisine we talking?
It's not even.
Italiano.
Italiano.
Oh, mangia.
Manja,
New
manja.
age Italian.
Canadian Italian.
delicious.
No, new age. Like everything was done like real well and like like.
Say what it's
meatballs were on
called.
the
Give him a
little
plug.
plate.
Salvio
Salvio Volpe.
Salvo Volpe.
Salvo Volpe
Salvo
in Vancouver.
Volpe.
Listen, I'm telling the homies out there, I can't recommend this joint enough. This town is fucking nice. It looks like you're in Andor. It literally, I feel like I'm in Star Wars. I could see little spaceships flying around with the way all this construction is. It's all terracotta.
It does look like a spaceport.
I'd like to get back to these 2 entrees because it was not 2
Hold on,
entrees.
I
We're
want
setting the
to. I want to
scene.
say this because
Okay.
I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know what he's got up his sleeve, but I assume I'm going to take some heat at some point in this podcast, and we're all going to no longer be friends. So before that happens,
Wait, does he have something on you? He's got some heavy artillery on you?
no. I thought you did from what you.
No, it was just very
abbreviated to
weird.
yesterday.
I
heard
But
that.
what I want to say is
Unless you guys are unaware that he's a fat retard.
what? And I know you're
Luke,
going
is this true?
I know you're gonna,
Surprise!
I know you're going to take a lot of heat because you've been a bumbling fool for the last fucking 3 days.
It's not true.
3 days, try 39
This
years.
fucking
So,
group
listen, what I
needs a
wanna-
common enemy.
what
and
I
it
wanna
switches from moment to moment.
Listen, this is what I want to say. I want to say
We do need a united front against one guy.
It does fill me with like this run in particular, and shout out to the homies. This run in particular makes me feel real good about what we're doing as friends together. How great it is, and I know that the walk that we took in Portland at the Rose Garden and the Japanese.
That's what you're calling
garden
it?
Was great. I know you like
did
all the
nothing but
scenery.
you did nothing but complain about his actions.
Of course, no, we're gonna get to that. I'm with you 100% with you on that. I just want to say it makes me feel good to see you enjoying
To
it
pitch
so
at me
much.
in gardens.
I think
To see you enjoying it so
All right.
much. And I know you really liked dinner last night. I mean, that was
he
the
liked it
first-
so much he had 2. This fucking kid.
I have
I mean,
a lust
you-
for life, Henry.
You go into these places like you just stepped out of a bus station.
I work
like
hard.
You've never been in there, but like
Carrying
it's
merch
just a
boxes
restaurant.
around. Luke's back hurt. I carried the Pelican,
I'm not saying you haven't.
but
I'm talking about.
I
Is that
enjoy
like we travel
myself.
with a
It's
giant
crazy
bird?
to see how much
Come
how much of a Philly dirtball you really are.
I think that
These
I'm a classy
these
guy.
napkins ain't paper.
Dude, first of all, we sit down. It's a nice joint, and we're kind of on
We
top
don't
of it.
belong in there.
We belong on
I
the-
didn't fit in there.
Yeah, Foley didn't fit. It was like one of those things of like where you want to go. But like we were all tense before we sat down. We're like, big man, you pick your spot. And he's like, I want over there. And Luke goes, Are you
Which
sure?
is one of the main reasons why I haven't been going out with you guys. I'm giving you guys a break from me. Because I asked you the other
Sal,
day.
shut
I
up.
said, how was it when you guys go out without me? You said it's very nice. And I understand.
No, I didn't. I said it wasn't.
Tommy said there's more elbow room.
I said it wasn't as cramped.
Rude. But dude, so we sit down and there's this nice, good-looking, probably super rich Asian couple next to us, and they're like
Oh.
closer to me and Tommy. Like I could, whether we're close. Yeah. And then the waiter comes over. I was like, "Hey, you guys, get you started with some drinks." And Tommy
Tommy
goes,
can't pronounce anything on the menu.
Tommy goes,
It's not true.
What do they
Scallops.
have? And like, what's it? He's like leaning over the table and pointing at it.
I was very discreet and subtle.
No.
And you guys wanted
What's
to know
this
what it was
Mexican
too.
kid behind me eating?
You guys wanted to know what it was too. I just did
No, we
the hard
didn't.
work. What is that?
I mean, dude,
No, it was all that I
no. That's if you would be a CIA level
I went like this.
spy
What's that
if
over
that's
there?
how you did it.
What's that
You were
over there?
literally like, oh yeah, that one over there, huh? What about this one?
What did we
you-
order? What did we both order? Those exact things.
I'll get the one further away from him.
That's
the
what
one
he
that-
said. I'll get the one. I'll get
Dude,
the
they
far
were, dude,
one.
they were
No, I
from
got the
me to you.
closer.
And if you could
There's
do me
no
a
way
favor,
they didn't
I'd
know
like
we
to
were
get
talking.
all my stuff at the same time.
Ask him if it's serious and if I can kiss her.
Tommy wants his meal on a school lunch tray so he can have his dessert over in the corner. His little carrots and peas. Top shelf joint, though.
Very nice.
And a good time.
So we order, and we get the risotto and the scallops, me and you.
Hold on a second. Back it up.
Okay.
Tommy and I were
You
both.
want to go over the appetizers first?
Tommy and I were both interested in the scallops. Tommy, if he sees scallops on the menu, it's like a red flag goes off in his head. Like I'm sure he was taught by his parents that anytime you're at the dinner with somebody else,
and you're not buying.
You want to learn something? Whenever you're at the dinner with somebody who's paying, get the scallops.
This is school of hard knocks.
I bet you've never
You ain't
paid
gonna
for a
learn that.
scallop in your life. The
Yes,
only time
I
you've ever
have.
got him has been on the arm. I'll guarantee that.
It's not true.
Probably didn't pay for the ones at your wedding either.
I did probably somehow.
But
I got a call. Can you guys leave the room?
first of all, T-Bone, as we started to talk about ordering, Tommy was just in business with everybody.
Meanwhile, Foley's burping fucking farts out of his mouth. Like, literally, I'm next to him, smell of raw sewage, and I ask about a fucking pasta dish.
I'm back on the needle.
Unreal.
These scallops went bad.
Yeah. Give me a break.
It smells like low tide out here,
Holy
Daddy.
hell.
Folks, I'm very sorry. There seems to be a gas leak in here. We all have to exit the building, except for you, sir. You stay there. Every time Toby says, I'm thinking about the lasagna, Tommy registers that. What are you thinking about getting? All right, that's different. Everything had to be different.
It's wheeling. It's let's make a deal.
It's wheeling and dealing.
I thought we were doing a house table. Everybody sharing stuff. That's what it seemed like, and I'll get into it once we actually get into the orders.
So Tommy says, I'm going to have the scallops. And then I think he went to add something
not
to it,
true.
like some carrots or something
That's
like
not
that.
true. What I said was, I'm thinking about the scallops,
But I also want to know if I could get away with adding a steak.
but
But wait till you hear what he found out. I like that.
But
I'm
he-
thinking about these scallops.
the waiter before
Like it's a new car.
Hey, sir, waiter, can I ask you, you've eaten here before? Now, if other guys were paying the check, what would you be ordering?
Instead of the
That is basically what I said.
instead of the mashed potatoes, can I get the 19-ounce fillet?
Yeah.
Before
hello,
we
sir.
ordered, the guy gave us not specials, but he said two
Oh no! First
two
of all,
things
did
on the
you hear
menu.
He kept calling them specials, and the guy goes, "If Tommy," so the guy comes over, and goes, "Listen, here." He's like, "The menu's the same. We have two substitutions. We ran out of these."
Substitution.
He goes, "We ran out of these two pastas."
But when he
so
said
he
it-
goes, "This is the new pasta for this one. This is the new pasta for this one." So the guy,
But
comes,
he was selling
"Hold on."
it.
No,
It was a mouthful of bread and butter. Can you go over the specials again?
so the guy comes
He's
back.
already got the napkin tucked in his
No.
shirt.
Dude, no, the guy comes back to take
He
our
said
order.
they were really good.
Hey, the guy comes back to take the order, and Tommy's going,
This is like a real nice server. Like
It's like
wearing
the
like
guy
the nice apron.
killing it. Like, this guy is fucking a top
Hip,
tier.
cool.
And Tommy's going, what do you think's better, the scallops or the first special you read?
No, I said the second.
That's the second
And-
special. The guy's going, I don't. He's like looking at us. I'm like,
That's not true. He was
he
completely
didn't
locked
read
in
us
with
specials,
me.
and you're asking him
He
about the
loved
specials.
me, and I loved him. We're moving in together.
Hold
No,
on, you have to imagine Tommy's having this conversation while he's holding his knife and his fork like this.
what I had said was, I'm thinking about the clams.
I'm thinking about.
Not the clams. I'm sorry, the scallops. I'm all tossed and turned now. Okay, I'm thinking about the scallops, but I like that second special you were mentioning. What would you get instead? Then he said, what you can do is get a half order of the clam.
And you know how the Cassidys are with a half order of anything.
Of the
That's getting
scallops.
away with it.
He said you could get
Half
a
a
half
soup and
order.
sandwich,
Of the,
half a sandwich and salad.
he said you could get a half order of the scallops, and then that what made me think that he was saying I could also get a half order of the pasta.
Which he had to sternly direct Tommy that no, unfortunately, sir.
no, you got to get the full
only thing-
pasta.
He
You can do it.
even
And then-
preempted because he knew you were such a dirtball. You were going to try to get a half or a quarter or something.
Tommy already had the salt shaker.
So then-
No, we can't have that, and we don't take Groupons.
I just want one meatball.
So then, after he said you had to get the full serving of pasta, Kevin was like, yeah, that's what you should do. And I said, cool, because we were in between which pastas we were going to get. So it seemed like I was getting that pasta
you
for
were
the
in between
table.
of which pasta to get because you wanted to get one that he didn't get because you wanted to make sure you had his.
I
How long have
wanted
you
to
known
try
Kippy?
each one.
The thought that you would think that he would ever want to share any food.
We
any-
all had plates that we could
pasta
take
dish?
off.
He labeled out a couple of tablespoons for the poor.
We all tried it anyway.
He threw it at us.
Well, they make me. You make me feel bad because you want some, and then you go, Kippy, how is it?
I let go at some point.
I was
You fucking
curious.
rats.
You
First of all, I'm buying him 2 fucking entrees, and
Let's
he
talk-
wants some of mine. The balls
Foley
on this
asked for
fucking
every
guy.
single scallop in the goddamn restaurant.
Then Foley did add scallop.
I had 1 scallop. I get
That's
2
not
scallops. I
true.
had 3 scallops.
You said, give me all the scallops you got.
You're not supposed to eat scallops in even numbers. It's bad luck.
Oh, my. Who told you that?
The waiter.
The fat guy in your head?
I like how Kevin came back for me for one last ditch effort of humanity. You had given them each a little spoonful, and you asked me if I wanted some, and I was like, "Nah, I'm okay." Mainly because I know how gross you think I am, rightly so.
He was done eating.
and he was.
He was.
He wasn't gonna finish that anyway. He's got so much.
It's true.
I mean, Tommy really looks out for numero uno
He
at the
hadn't
dinner
even,
table.
He hadn't even started
not true.
really eating yet. He gives the thing, but then you were like, "Listen, I'm about to house this. Do you want a bite right now?"
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I mean, when in Rome, I'll try it. Yeah, he
I
really,
was thinking
he
about
really
having it.
caved after the fucking second thing.
It was delicious, too,
It
wasn't it?
was good. It was a good night.
Tommy's having the time of his life, and I love it.
Yeah. Dragging you around a rose garden.
These two, I mean, it's...
Before the trip, I said
You can't
we should
be
try
alone
to get
together.
We should try to get along a little more this trip. And it lasted for about 45 minutes at the airport.
Before we leave the restaurant,
Yeah.
I have something that I want to ask you guys that happened to me recently. It's not a trip-related
Yes,
thing.
you shit your pants.
Dude, he shit
I
himself.
shit my
He shit
pants
himself
tonight.
in the Sprinter. You know that?
What?
He shit himself on the ride. He had,
How is this not the headlining news?
because this is how nuts. This is like. Hold on.
What are you, the fucking school newspaper?
Yeah. No, I have a
You
podcast
weren't even in
where we
town
shit
by
on-
then.
Dude, so listen, I'm not
That's
even.
just out of town business.
I'm not even joking. This is the conversation. He goes, guys, remember when I asked if we could pull over to pee in the Sprinter? I go, yeah. He goes, I had shit in my pants. I had diarrhea in my pants. And I went, so what'd you do? He goes, well, I went into the bathroom. I go, would you throw your underwear out? He goes, no, it's just
I had
a-
on thin shorts.
He goes,
Toby.
nah, just a little diarrhea. I go, you shit yourself. He goes, that's not shit. He goes, it's diarrhea. And me and Luke are like, that's just liquid shit. That's worse than turds.
No, he was saying it was a stain.
A stain, he's going,
It
it's
was
not
just a
shit.
little
It's
splash.
of
splash?
shit.
That made it all the way through my butt cheeks and all my underwear. It didn't go through the shorts.
Splash!
I felt it.
Dude, hey, chunky pants over here. Come on, dude. You act like I mean, a guy who literally shits himself and then like smokes a cig, gets a sandwich, sits down with his boys.
I didn't have a sandwich. I had some chicken and a quinoa salad.
I watched you stop.
That's not what we're getting hung up on here, you fucking dirtbag. You
Then what
shit
is your point?
You shit yourself.
I watched you stop to look at the sandwiches on the way to the bathroom.
Well, he's got poop in his pants.
You took a pit stop with a splash of shit.
I had to play it cool.
I can't. If I run there, they're gonna know something's up.
Oh my, you're diabolical.
Hey, you guys want to take a stroll down the cereal aisle?
I stopped some lady and asked about the town. And, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, otherwise you would have known what was up.
So why tell us?
I don't know. Friends.
I was bored.
Why tell you? I don't know. I was probably thinking I would use it somehow later.
To your advantage?
Sure. I don't know
These
how.
guys, wait, hold on. These
like a
guys are gonna think I'm so cool when I tell them I shit my pants.
That's like a guy who starts a game of chess by removing one of his pieces.
No, it's not. It's like a guy playing chess and shitting himself.
I just stained them a little. That's the spin zone that goes through your head.
Luckily, the night before, I had put on dirty underwear.
Diarrhea. You had diarrhea the night before, which
No,
you've told us about several times.
I knew that I was going to shower and shit when we got to the
Car?
wherever we were going. So I put on dirty underwear. So it wasn't a total loss because I think I brought like 4. I'm right there with the number of socks and underwear. And yeah, those extra larges don't really fit.
Yeah, everybody called
They
you
fit-
bullshit,
they-
by the
they-
way.
they-
Everybody's like, there's no way you're
They
in an
fit
extra
theoretically, but they roll up. It's not comfy. It's
Yeah,
not
I
comfy
can get
at
into
all.
a small too, but it ain't pretty. All right.
But what I wanted to ask you, I was with somebody the other day at a restaurant. If you were sitting at a restaurant, you and your wife are eating, and all of a sudden, somebody from another table just went like this and grabbed the salt and pepper off your table and turned back around and didn't say anything,
I would say something.
okay.
Because did you do this?
No, I would never do that.
Who
But
did
somebody I know did it.
No.
Yeah.
In your squad?
Yeah.
In my immediate squad.
It was Patty.
It was Patty Foley.
No.
We were at fucking the Smith in Broadway, and it was me, my mother-in-law, my future wife, and my mom,
The Smith is
who had been a handful because she came up to see my mother-in-law because she was in town. They were going to do dress fittings or whatever. And, man, she gets off the fucking train. I got to meet her at Penn Station. She gets off the train. Fucking, she's got fucking a windbreaker on. They're going to like a fucking wedding gown place.
Those are like events for
Where
women.
they give you like champagne and shit. Like Crystal's dressed nice. And I'm just like,
I don't
She's
do
just like one of
champagne.
Tony Soprano's buddies.
buddies.
She's just like Vito.
They hand her a flute of champagne. You have any fireball?
She's got a fucking wife beater on underneath the fucking tracksuit.
I know a guy downtown like he doesn't have to cost.
You like this dress? Oh!
She gets off. She's wearing basically umpire shorts, right? Like softball umpire shorts.
Man.
She's got a knee brace on. She's already
She's
fucking
turning into you.
already ripping a heater, sunglasses and reading glasses both on top of her head. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And she gets off, and the first thing she said is, I dropped my phone.
I need to take a shit.
She's like,
I stained my underwear.
You guys got any bottles and cans?
I just. She fucking. She's like, I dropped my phone and had to get. They had to like reset it. All my pinned text messages are gone. She's handing this to fucking my mother-in-law to ask her to do it. Never met each other.
Also, he told me Patty will go to the Verizon store for them to do like basic shit on your phone, like to like
this out. I found
to
this
pin
out.
the text messages.
Can you turn my brightness up?
Yeah, it's that kind of stuff.
Dude, she goes there like once a week.
No.
Yeah, she told us this that day. I was like, what? First of all, her font, there's like 3 letters. Dude, listen, you don't even know where you are. It looks like it's zoomed in to the most possible point. You can't tell what's going on. And then you try to do it, like she'll be like, I don't understand it or this. Try to take the phone so you can do it. She'll just yank it away from you. Bitch is crazy.
So wait, she's never met your mother-in-law before, but have they like communicated on Facebook or anything like that?
Yeah.
I would hope.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Fucking embarrassed us. We look like fucking heathens. She's walking
You
around
are,
like
dude.
Joan
You
Rivers.
shit yourself yesterday.
They don't know that.
The turds don't fall that far from
And
the
not at
asshole.
the
You know what I
Smith.
mean?
But there are these 2 girls sitting behind us. Even the bird was like, yeah, that was crazy. Just turns around.
She's trying to start a fight.
taking her earrings off.
Hey, if we get thrown out, I don't have to pay the bill.
We're sitting there. I'm sitting next to her, and she's like looking like over my shoulder for the server, and I'm like, what do you need? And she just goes, pepper. And takes their pepper. And
What's
I'm like, oh my God, ladies, I am so sorry about that. And they're like, oh, that's okay. But the bird was on the other side, and she saw it, and then both of the girls were like, what was that? I had to turn around again. I was like, I'm so sorry about that. Patty just fucking didn't even think about it. Rolled through it.
Ate a cigarette.
she's emptying out a cig on her steak.
Rolling one up.
That's wild.
Is that crazy?
Also, talking, the Foley crazies. This the other day you were on the phone with your brother, I guess, and
Yeah.
you had referenced, I guess, a text message you had sent to the group, your family's group or something, and he went, "Yo,
That whole thread is just people saying, sorry, wrong thread. It's a whole text chain of wrong messages, dude.
Yeah, you around? My bad. Wrong thread. No,
No.
it's pretty civil. It's the pictures of the kids. It's back and forth. It's nice.
you said you iced me." You iced me on my D-Day text. Is that what you're sending in your family group? Is D-Day texts?
That was just to my brother and my nephew were both into American history as well, and it was the 80th anniversary of D-Day.
History of donuts.
That was the day the batter hit the fryer.
In my head, I listened.
Why do they need the hole?
I want to see if I can find it. Ready? 80th anniversary of D-Day today, and I sent a little meme of a landing ship, and nobody got back to me.
Oh, all right. I thought it was more
which
like
was un-American and disrespectful.
I thought it was more like Happy D. You know, I thought I don't know what you got. You guys
Happy
so,
D-Day to everybody.
who the fuck knows what you fucking
Happy
lunatics
Hiroshima Day.
fucking all saluting each other.
It's fucked up.
Oh God. Let's Well, I have some beef with Toby.
Okay.
Shit.
Right? Do you want to set up why don't you set up the story?
Okay.
How it was proposed to me.
Is it about the mints?
No.
Sorry about the mints.
Well,
minutes?
that is going in the file though. Put that in the meeting minutes, Tommy.
Are you taking minutes?
Yeah, he is. At 1:32, Kippy said, "How you doing?" 4 times. I done.
Well, okay.
What did I do?
Oh, this is hot seat stuff.
Hot seats. So we've kept this from you because you had a busy week. You had a lot of things to focus on.
Not kept from you.
No,
relax.
not
It's
kept.
fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah. Relax.
It's fine.
Relax. Tommy had sex with your mom. Awkward. Listen.
Hey, good work, Tommy C.
Just a tomcat.
It's my boy at the end of the day.
And I'm innocent in all this. I wasn't instigating. This is all you're doing, by
Sure.
the way.
Yeah.
I just happened to get caught up in the middle of it.
Oh, okay. I'm sure you weren't out there stirring the pot.
No, honestly.
I might have put a little salt and pepper in there, but I didn't stir anything. I didn't pick up a ladle. So, Miles, our good friend from the show, came with us this trip. And I'll just tell you from my perspective. Miles,
I know exactly what this is.
Yeah, you
Dirty
fucking
little
rat
bird, you.
fink threw me under the bus. You fucking snake. You are such a fucking snake.
All right.
Because I catch shit from him. All right, so just tell the story.
All right.
I walk out
For the-
to
hold
a
on.
2x4.
For the
of
homies.
You fucking, what the fuck, embarrassing me?
For the homies, you guys know Miles. He did.
Miles Juris Parafeet.
Claim director, friend of Toby's, good friend of everybody's. We love him.
Foley is constantly trying to impress.
I am constantly trying to impress him.
To a embarrassing level.
He came with us to Portland, Seattle. It was sick.
He's an artist.
Dude, we were literally taking you made it so weird. You make when like someone just treats him like a normal guy. Dude, I
He handed him the money bag.
No, wait, dude, I literally handed him like it was my phone and like
He was so psyched to be here. And,
He's
and
also
didn't
a
care
friend
about,
of ours.
He's our boy, dude. He doesn't give a fuck.
You act like I was like, hey, carry this. We were taking a picture, and to not have a bunch of stuff in my hands, I handed it to Miles and said, hey, can you hold this while I take a picture? Foley goes, don't have him hold that. Don't make him hold that stuff. I'm like, he's my friend.
I treat him
He's
like-
holding it for 3 seconds. I didn't ask him to shine my fucking shoes.
It's a deep cut, but I treat him like Russ Fagoli from Sopranos. Remember Carmela's dad's buddy that was like the diplomat?
Sure.
That was mean to Tony
Yeah.
about the Beretta? That's the way I treat him.
I caught them alone on a Star Wars conversation. My God. You should have saw Foley tap dancing.
Dude, then it's also we were going into we
Disgusting.
stopped at a rest stop. Like, everybody don't forget, we're paying for everything. And then I'm like, yeah, you're clearly just say, hey, Miles, get whatever you want. You make it like this, like
that
weird,
brings
grand
me to
thing.
my point. Now, if anybody is ever added to the group or whatever, Kevin and I pride ourselves on making sure that nobody's reaching into their pockets when they're with us. That we take care of everybody, all that kind of stuff.
But you make them share a hotel room. Apparently.
Hey, what?
Talk about burying the lead.
At 2:10, Tommy ruins the story. Write that down, you fucking bitch. You no-taking whore.
Why don't you get your no ass up and get me a couple more of those mints, huh? Sweet tits. Change that perfume. It's driving me wild. Anyway, we always like to make sure we take care of everybody. So, Miles flew in the day before. We got him a hotel, so I figured everything was green lights with everything.
No, what happened before that?
We wake up.
Hold on, before that.
You can get to that.
No, I just said, Toby was like, yo, Miles is going to come out. I said, cool.
Okay.
Can you book him the flight? I said, of course.
I
And then hold on. And then he goes, oh, he's got to get there the night before. And the instructions for me were to take care of it, let me know. That was at least my impression. was get whatever he needed because you had to change the flights.
Yes.
So I was just like, just do it and let me know.
Yeah. So then
That
I was like,
was
so then I went. I booked the flight in the hotel.
That
for the
was
day
my
before and all that.
understanding
So
of like,
fast
just let me know
forward-
what. Just you do it. I'm not doing
Yeah.
this. You figure it out.
And I was
Let
like,
me
I
know.
got it, no worries.
So fast forward to 2 days later, we're leaving Seattle to drive to Vancouver. No, we're leaving Portland to drive to
No,
Seattle.
okay.
Okay.
We're in Seattle. We're checked in
We
in
get to
Seattle. We're
Seattle.
going to the show.
We get to Seattle. We're checked in. We're getting ready to leave for the show. I go downstairs. Miles and Toby are standing there with a couple of things. And then one of them says, oh, I forgot batteries or I forgot something.
It was me. I forgot something upstairs.
And then you said to him, hey, let me get that key. And when you said that, I was like, wait, what? And I go, were you guys sharing a room? Like,
And then
joking?
And then Miles passes me the key, and I go, talk to the boss.
And then you leave, and I spend the next 10 minutes backpedaling. Like,
It's just
I'm
them two.
fucking furious with him. And I'm like, there's no fucking way Kippy would do that. And I was like, Miles, I'm so sorry. That's crazy. That must have been an oversight. We'll get you a room as soon as we get back, whatever.
By the way, on the initial conversation with Kippy,
Oh, no. So hold on. Don't bury that lead yet. So
Okay.
then I walk out. So now he's stuck.
we had just put you two in a cab.
He's
to send you
with
over.
him for 10 minutes while you're upstairs with his man crush, who he's now thoroughly embarrassed in front of. So he is emotional.
A guy won Sundance. What do you want?
So
You used to sell aluminum siding.
no, I've never sold any. I got a couple hot prospects.
I did a
did a lot of
demo in
pitching.
Atlantic City once.
a lot of pitches.
I did not say I sold it. I said I did a demo in Atlantic City once.
My job was to set appointments.
Tommy, you getting that? Huh? 239, Uncle Hank's Kellen.
So, dude, I walk out like fucking so jazzed up.
Dude, he walks
Shoulders
out. He
loose.
walks out. I'm literally like,
Dude, I walk, and he's like, "The fuck, Miles doesn't have his own room," and I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, him and Toby are sharing a fucking room. We look like fucking jerk offs. This guy's fucking one Sunday. I want to blow him this whole 9 yards."
I can't like the guy.
So no, you can. So I go.
It's not often you meet directors that you really connect with, and he's a great guy. Plus, if this thing goes south, like I told him, I'll be putting the screws to him for character work for the next couple of years.
So I'm like confused because also he's mad.
He walked in to the middle of Foleyville. It was, dude. It was
I was-
already
dude,
up and around.
I got parachuted behind enemy lines, thinking I was out for a nice sold out theater show at the Neptune Theater. I walk into he's living in a world where his future acting career is ruined, all because I didn't get $133 fucking.
It's not
hotel
even that. I want to show the guy respect. He's an artist.
So I go.
Not about my acting career.
It's not. So I go.
It's not.
I go.
I like working with him.
I'm like, what? You know, like when you're in a fight with him and you don't know you're in a fight. That's one of those things. And I'm like, wait, man, you're 100 yards down the road. Then I don't know how do we get here? So I go, and
You were at one on Wednesday from about 9:30 to 10:45.
The conversation I had with Toby was, hey, can we get Miles's flight out there? We're going to need an extra set of hands. I said, of course. He goes, cool. And then he said, no need to get a hotel room. He'll just crash with me.
I said, yeah. I go, we'll get him hotel rooms. Don't worry about it. We can just split a room. We don't care.
I said, cool. Whatever you want, let me know. That was what I was operating under.
So what happened at the car park of the Hampton Inns that we were at as you walked upstairs to get your batteries?
I saw an opportunity and I took it.
Which we had discussed was
I
a possibility.
I'm going, this fucking snake in the grass. Also because, and then I start doing the math. I go, no, because me and him checked in next to each other, and I went, hi, Kevin Ryan. He said, okay, here's your key. And he said, who? I go, because sometimes you go, all the keys will be under my name, but he goes, no, this is the only room. I go, okay, the next one's Toby McMullen. And Toby goes, without saying anything, this is before any of this happened, Toby goes, I'm going to need a room with 2 beds, please. And I'm like, he fucking knew from Jump Street that this was.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
I mean, you suck, but I respect it,
dude.
Tommy.
Dude, that night we got back from the show.
It also
I
you
don't even know how
could
to-
have just been. To me, what's the motive? Because you could have just been like, "Nah, man, we're splitting a room."
I just thought it would be good shit.
I picture you two laying in bed like, I cannot believe Kippy.
But is
so
that the
cheap.
story
No,
you're
I
I
telling him?
apologize again.
What?
Is that the story you're telling Miles?
No, not at all. We literally got back to the hotel room, and I'm like, where it was late as fuck. We got all two. We had so much fun in fucking Portland, Seattle, and then we're back in the hotel room. I was literally putting stuff into my bag, and I was like, "Oh, dude, how about me throwing Kippy under the bus right away?" And Miles started dying laughing, and he was like, "It was great. I loved fucking with Foley."
I still have your.
What?
It was an alley-oop.
I thought we were
He
boys.
picked it right up, dude.
Bastards.
We were literally in the hotel, and I was like, dude, I'm glad we're sharing a room so we get to spend more time
Save
with
2
you.
private school kids running circles around.
So I was like,
Sucker.
I'm glad. I was literally like, I'm glad we're sharing a room because we get to spend. Because I won't see you for a few months. I'm glad we get to spend a little extra time together. He was like, oh, me too, buddy. We had a great time.
Fuck, I still got his van's footprint on my back from kicking me into the fucking line of traffic. God damn, dude. That was
Tommy,
like.
you know we really don't need those notes, right? How
Tommy,
he's
why
gonna-
don't
he's
you,
gonna-
Tommy, hit
How
me with
about
some
you
notes.
check in instead of writing down your memoirs?
We're halfway-
broadcasting.
We're
here.
halfway through. Hit me with some notes. You also might have to stop screaming. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you're like screaming louder than we do in a studio.
I know. I feel powerful in here.
Yeah, you've really been oscillating between talking incredibly quietly with the mic as far away as possible and then screaming right up on
It's
it.
the conference room. This is how I get in here. I'm a fucking animal. When
Give us a pitch.
I'll just
pitch for what?
Yeah, we're potential investors.
Yeah.
And you have a new podcast idea.
No, I have a new game show.
It's called
idea.
Shitty Haircut. Holy shit, that thing
Starring Tom
stinks.
Cassidy.
My hair looks great compared to that fucking Fred Flintstone do you got, buddy.
Tommy,
Tommy,
it looks like I could peel yours off right
Yeah.
now.
No kidding, dude.
I think it looks nice.
fucking
Do you want the
Velcro in
podcast
there.
notes?
Yeah,
so
hit
far?
me with something. What do
I
you
was
got?
going to pitch a game show.
Go ahead.
We know the game show. Pitch a
Okay.
new podcast.
No, I like my original idea about the game show.
We all know the game
Is it
show.
Gary?
Tommy doesn't know it. It's called Make the Baby Laugh. Comedians compete to try to make a baby laugh.
Yeah.
Isn't that just
Oh
kids
man,
saying
a lot of
bars?
funny in that.
I think it would be. You'd have to get a very
The show would
charming,
be funny.
talented host to carry it all together.
And who is that?
I was thinking I had a couple ideas going around. Keenan Thompson was up there.
Do you want to work with babies because they'll have shit in their pants and they might not smell the shit in your pants?
I'm just like you, little guy.
They don't get us. Let's go suck on your mom's tit, huh?
The diaper budget on that on that set.
All right, here's Tommy with the minutes.
Some pre notes before the podcast started. 132, Kippy says how you doing 4 times. 134, Kippy calls new guy Luke a fucking bozo. 136, Kevin gives me a mean look. Foley says I'm going to ask for money. 137, T-Bone makes a joke about my ears. Simple joke from a simple man. 142, Foley asks for smoked salmon. 159, Foley may or may not have just shit himself. 202, Foley is out of underwear. 209, Toby's eyes widen from Kippy saying he has a beef. 210, Foley tells Toby to relax. He does not. 211, Kevin says I'm a bitch for ruining story.
Stand by that.
214, Foley tells me to take a note that he's killing. 215, Toby says he was just fucking with Foley is the reason for throwing Kevin under the bus. I don't buy it.
That's the only one you have an opinion on.
Sounds fishy to me.
But I don't like it.
Hold on, one more. 220, everyone laughs at my joke.
40 minutes in, Tommy's on the
Everyone
board.
laughs.
Write that down.
Hell of a trip, though. I got to say, this has been my, this has been like one of my most favorite legs. Just the time of year that it is, the
Yeah.
fucking nature,
Toby,
all that stuff.
have you been to Vancouver before?
Never once. It's unreal.
Before tonight's show, go down to that fucking harbor. It's crazy.
Okay.
It's like it's one of. I mean, we went this morning to Stanley Park. It's one of. I don't think there's. This is how crazy. I don't think there's another city close to this city visually.
Really?
Not even.
Stockholm.
Maybe, but not.
Not that we've put eyes on.
Yeah, but also probably
I've
not
been to
nature.
Stockholm
Nature-wise, no, you haven't.
last year. Remember?
You have Stockholm syndrome.
Why? From who?
Me,
No.
you fat fuck.
Yeah, right. I had Florence Nightingale syndrome.
What's that?
When you fall in love with your nurse.
You have a nurse?
Yeah, you. My wet nurse. Here, fill this up.
What?
Punk.
I'm so lost in this joke. There's no city that has visually what this has. It's the city, the nature. Dude, then there's just seaplanes landing over you like fucking every 30 seconds, just landing in the water.
Seaplanes are the coolest planes.
I wanted to
drop
do
a
one so
mackerel on
bad.
everybody.
Also, I said, hey, man, I was looking at the seaplanes. I go, I would totally fucking do that.
Fuck yeah.
And then he goes,
Isn't this hurtful? You ready? You want to hear hurtful? You folks want to hear hurtful? Go ahead, Kip.
he asked me, would I get in one with him?
No.
No. I think most people would agree with that. Would you get in one with him, Tom?
how would he
People
get
I
off-
didn't know? What if I was already on the plane and other business people were getting on like, whoa, no.
How's it getting up in the air?
But it's nothing personal, dog. It's just a.
It's those little planes, your size, and it's all weight
It's
distribution.
funny. It sounds very personal.
I mean,
you personally weigh 400 pounds, so yeah, it is personal in that sense. But any 400 pounds, I also don't trust you.
Okay, what if there was another 400-pound guy?
I don't
on the
need
other
you that
side?
close to a pilot.
It's just barrel rolling through the air.
Whoa. Looks like the Blue Angels up there. Nope, just Foley.
Did you ever see the fat kid
Tailspin.
that's in the slingshot with like his aunt or something like that, Susan or something like that? Oh, it's great. And he slips through and it's like choking him out. Really funny.
I think those one. I also think you're too
Fat.
clumsy to be around to
I'm
be
not
that close.
fucking Mr. Bean. I'm not gonna fall into the pilot.
You shit yourself 2 days ago.
That wouldn't have crashed the plane.
I'm just saying that's what you're doing regularly. You're dropping your phone. You can't pick it up. You're moving.
I pick my phone up.
You're okay. So what are you gonna say? You're graceful.
I had one little episode of a tiny little touch of diarrhea, and I can't live it down, which nobody even knew about. Which I was worried about at first.
Why? You're whistleblowing yourself.
Well, I thought I was sharing with friends, but apparently I'm just some fat guy you guys won't get in a helicopter with.
Well, that's also another thing. I called when we tried to rent a helicopter for a bit. I called a lot of people, and they all wouldn't fly you.
They all hung up.
That was for insurance purposes.
No, that was for aerodynamic purposes. That was
It's
for
both.
physics purposes. And then one guy was like, yeah, I'll do it. I was like, all right, I don't think so. I called every helicopter company in New York. Everyone said no.
What's
All right,
that?
let's
What's
take
that?
a vote. Would you fly in a seaplane with me? Raise your hand.
Luke?
Oh, the Dempsey group votes nay.
Oh, the Dempsey group. Dude, that was a takeover.
Well, the nays have it.
It's nothing personal.
If I step away now, what sort of golden parachute could I be looking
It'd
at?
have to be a pretty big one.
Dude, on like
Not on a seaplane.
on those smaller commercial
Yeah,
flights
yeah,
where
whatever.
where it's one seat on one side and two seats on the other, they make people switch for weight distribution.
But who are
all
like
the
within
time.
who are
No,
with,
they don't.
Yes, they do.
Really?
Dude,
Yeah.
who were within like fucking 40 pounds of each other.
How you
Wow.
How do you think you're even getting in the plane?
Yeah, they're tight. They're small. I don't think you'd fit in the seat. I'm not even being a dick. I don't think you'd fit in the seat.
Yeah, you'd need a
There's some restaurants we go to.
you need
don't
a
fit in
bunch
the
of
seat.
lubricant and a running start for sure.
I'm not being a dick, but you would fit the seat.
I'm not. That's just
That's the
also.
definition of being a dick.
No, see, you think me being honest is being
I
a dick.
get it.
No, you don't.
Listen, I pooped my pants
Sure.
because I started on the Ozempic. So once it evens out, we'll be all right. I'll lose a couple pounds. We'll take a seaplane. Tommy can order a couple entrees. Toby can throw Kippy under the bus.
Fucking rat fink.
But it was only, in my defense, it was only because I knew it was a complete non-issue.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, no, it was mainly.
If there was actually, if he was actually salty about it, I never would have done that.
Sure. It was mainly just learning I was in Foleyville, and
Oh, dude, I
and
gotta
then
tell.
also I'm like reassessing. I'm like, well, why? What does fucking Toby get out of this?
Because it was just like he said it to me, and I was like, I was standing there, and the whole world went slow motion, and I just slowly pulled the pin on a grenade and just turned and walked away as I dropped it.
Thanks for that.
I don't know if I believe you.
With friends like these, who
You
needs
should.
enemies, huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Because I knew Miles he would be like, oh, it's no big deal because it was, and I knew you'd tweak.
Okay.
Nothing more fun than watching your buddies tweak.
And tweak you
Or if
did.
you're just trying to save face this whole thing.
What is a safe face? I'm not embarrassed about this. It's good, clean fun.
Yeah, I think Toby. Listen, I don't
Maybe
like
you told
Toby,
Miles
but
that we wouldn't- Maybe you told Miles that we wouldn't get him a hotel room.
No, why would I do that?
yeah, but also like he would also just get him a hotel room.
Yeah,
like if it was that big of a deal, Toby would be like, I'll spend the $150 to get you a hotel
Without
room.
question, dude.
Stir the pot.
I got him. Yeah.
Cause trouble.
What?
Huh?
Also, like, listen, he's a bit of a dirtbag. Like, he's not like
Oh, yeah.
like he is.
He's literally one of my best friends. He's my skateboarding buddy.
Yeah.
Like, what, dude?
I'm just
I don't
saying, if you
even
guys
think
are going to share rooms, I could have got in on it with you.
Not to discredit
You're
him. I
just
love
upset you didn't get to sleep with him.
Yeah, totally.
You're in love with
I
Miles.
felt like
are
a
a
real
little
third
Miles.
wheel when we were walking around Seattle
Really?
or Portland. Yeah. First of all, we go have a nice lunch in Portland, and then I say after lunch, I got to take a 10-minute walk to keep my blood sugar down. You guys tagged on to that, and then all of a sudden, I was the
did it.
third wheel with you two,
You're nuts.
and you guys were talking
we
shop.
were having a great time.
No, this is how nuts he is. He's in love with Miles. And he wants to be close and he wants them all
damn.
to himself.
He's
probably going to kill Miles.
You know
at
what's
some
gonna
point.
suck is that when he finds out that he thought you guys were just friends, and that you wanted to be more.
The hell is this shit?
Do you have any thoughts on the Japanese garden?
Thoughts on the Japanese garden? Yeah, you fucking stink. You give you a tiny bit of power.
Pick your mic
You
up.
turn into an angry dad on vacation. You're fucking bossing me around immediately. Okay, again, we get to fucking Portland. I say I want to go get a nice walk in. Okay, how did that even happen? Was that when we landed? Because we flew into Portland.
That was before the show. No, we didn't fly into
No, it
we
was the
flew
next
into
day
Portland.
before we went to Seattle. It was the
Yeah, we
morning
didn't leave.
before we drove to
We didn't leave
Seattle.
till noon.
We
So you
didn't
guys
leave
had
till
we
noon.
had the
So
morning.
We woke up the next day. I said I want to get a workout in, get a walk in. And Tommy likes parks. He just likes going and seeing parks. He walks around. He takes pictures.
Tommy likes a little
becomes
nature.
a little autistic in there. He starts
Yeah.
counting all the leaves and stuff. He gets fucking.
If you turn
he
ar-
gets wonky.
If you turn around and leave him by himself, he'll end up talking to like somebody that's like weeding a bed of roses or something like that. Tommy's just standing there annoying the shit out of
You
him.
ever
No, I
kill
asked him
him,
a
Ian?
question. How
Like
can
Kevin
I
McAllister's
spend?
neighbor?
We only had a little bit of time, so I said, "How can I spend the rest of this time the best way?" I also have a 400-pound man with me, and he stops every 5
I
seconds.
watched him get kicked out
So
of.
seaplanes are out.
I watched him get kicked out of a cemetery in Ireland. The guy
Yeah.
was like, "Sir, you can't be here no more." And
I didn't get
Tommy's like,
kicked
"Just
out.
5 more minutes, man."
No,
5 more minutes in the cemetery. The Tom
they were
Cassidy
just closing. That's all.
story. Anyway, you try to go there. I'm just going to get exercise, walk around, see the sights,
Stretch the
whatever.
legs,
Stretch
take in the city.
legs.
Well, we
This
very
guy-
rarely get to see a city when we're in a
This
city.
fucking guy.
This place
we
was
gotta get over
beautiful
here. We
as
got to
well.
get up to the Japanese gardens. We're not gonna have enough time. You better call the Uber now. It's gonna be. It's like, dude, you fucking chill the fuck out. Breathe some air.
And how were you acting there?
I was having a good time.
You really are like we're like the gay couple in Modern Family.
Okay.
That's what it is. You're like my husband,
No,
and we've been married for 30 years.
you're abusive.
You're
mean.
abusive.
How am I?
You've been throwing that word around.
I'm the one getting
Endless-
yelled at.
You're yelling at me.
I didn't yell at you.
You
once.
first of all, you come
I
up with
just
these
commented on the
crazy
fact that-
you come up with these crazy excuses of why you have to stop. This looks like a good
I'm
breathing
not,
spot.
I'm not taking that. I didn't
No.
come up with any excuse.
Dude, it looks
I
like- this
told you
looks
I
like a
have to
really
stop
good place
because
to
I ran out of
breathe.
breath. I'm viewing it as an exercise. So I stop. I regain my strength.
We
and I move on.
walked
like they were set.
10 feet.
I made no
Stop
qualms.
screaming, dude.
I made no qualms about the reasons that I stopped. You were aware of that. You
That's
knew
not
that.
true. That's not true.
I didn't.
Well,
lie
today
and
I don't
say,
know
"Oh,
why you
let's look
kept
at
wanting to
this."
stop next to the snack bars. That was a little suspect. Trying to get a 100% pure premium hamburger.
Yeah.
Keep your
Also,
blood sugar up.
basic conveyance is not a set of fucking bench presses.
I mean,
I don't know
man,
what conveyance.
For
him
me,
on-
it is.
Oh,
no.
to move through space.
Dude, there was a couple.
For me, it is, and that's the way. That's honestly the way.
There
I've
was
been looking
one
at it.
incline where I was thinking about what I was going to say to Kevin when Foley died from walking up a hill. Like
I wish
I
I
could just
would've. You
see
would've
you
fucking- you would've
yelling at me.
screamed at you.
I'm like, listen, man, I just thought that he could
You
make
think
it.
I would have screamed at
Or
him?
maybe paid him off.
Why would any of this be his fault?
I
That's
felt
the
like
way
it was
you
my
think.
fault.
You think if you died walking, that'd be Tommy's fault?
I kind of
That's
felt
what-
like it
that's
was
how
my
your-
fault
He's the one
That's
that
how
took
your
you up
bra-
a hill. There was a perfectly good shuttle bus that could have got us up to the garden.
I kind of thought it was my fault too for some reason.
No. I'm not blaming Philip Morris.
We had a nice time.
Real nice time.
Yeah, in the park.
There was something I had and
Me
I
and
can't
Tommy.
remember it in the garden.
when you stopped for a coffee,
no.
when you wanted to go back through it again, or when you
No.
started smoking weed in front of a fucking family from Wisconsin.
It's not true at all. I thought it was funny when you were
Blowing
like,
some kid's face.
you stopped, I would say,
I never made any qualms about stopping. I said, hey, When I get tired, I'm going to stop. I'm going to catch my breath, and I'm going to
Yeah,
keep
I'd say
moving.
you stopped in the matter of 40 minutes. You stopped 32 times, and then when we were
That's
done,
pretty good. Those are good numbers, big guy.
when we were done, you were like, "Man, I could just do this again and not stop once."
You
No.
do that.
And you
that
meant
was
it.
the one set of
You
stairs.
said it. No, you
I
said you
felt-
could have done the
all I
whole
meant
thing
was
over
I felt
again.
stronger after going through that at the end because I had to stop
After
and walk.
walking, going through that.
Well, different people are on different levels of fitness,
Stop.
and
seeing-
right now, that's a workout for me.
Yeah, no one thinks it's not. It's you. You tend to have very wild statements about stuff in and around that. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Like after you do, you're like, oh, I can do that again without stopping, and it's like, well, you just didn't do that.
Mark Wahlberg's brain.
Yeah, you have that. Well, it's also I think like you're.
Mark Wahlberg's brain. Oh, like he would have stopped 9/11.
Yeah. Also, like today when you
I would've
convinced
took a
us that you've been
couple
doing a
of
good job of washing your hands,
Yeah.
and no one believed you.
No.
Dude, he wanted to
But
hold
I
my
have.
hand. He wanted,
Also, Mark Wahlberg's 9/11 is Foley walking upstairs.
hey,
And with a little bit of luck and patriotism, we'll get up them stairs.
It's an inside job. Those
We're all in
stairs.
this together, folks.
Tom, speaking of the Tommy smoking weed thing reminded me. I learned a fun piece of Canadian slang last night.
hit me.
You know what they call bong hits up here?
Rippers.
Nope.
Cassidy's.
Nope.
Tommy's.
No. Bong chops.
Whoa.
Bong chops.
That's now. That's
That stinks.
What's that have to do with Tommy?
Well, it was just I said the weed thing reminded me of it.
I was going to say glasses or ears or dumb face or something like that.
Nah. I was just throwing
I
in
thought
a
it was
fun little.
Tommy specific.
I was sprinkling a little
these,
Canadian
these
spice.
It does. You could not. You tell them to make ribs coming back. These two are at each other's throats. It doesn't matter, dude. It does. They've been tense. It's like a tango. It's like fucking.
It's not really tense though, because
It ain't chill,
You've
man.
been yelling at him all weekend, too. Rightly
Me?
so, yeah.
Rightfully
You've been
so.
telling him
No,
what a
he's-
fucking idiot he is.
Yeah, but the way you just did that made it sound like he hasn't been doing the exact same thing to you.
Who? Kippy hasn't.
Kippy has.
Yeah, Kippy's mean. He's
You're-
mean.
dude. You are an idiot.
I'm a handful.
Dude, no. Listen, this is a typical. This is literally a typical conversation.
Which makes me charming.
with no. You're
I'm a
yes.
lot.
I would assume you're charming to the listeners who get max 4 hours of you a week.
That's what you should do. Make me move into one of the
Oh, dude, they'd fucking kill
kill
themselves.
me, throw me out.
Dude, last night we're in the green room and his farts, the Ozempic farts are back, which I understand is a
Whoa, who are you putting my business out there for? There's chicks watching this. Ladies,
he's lying.
come on. Hey.
I'm sure they can see your moose knuckle right now too.
I usually make out sometimes with the moose knuckle because my testicles usually lead from the back.
So it makes it look like you
so
got-
that's making out.
Looks like I got a piece.
I remember the one
Which I
thing
did
now
not.
at the Rose
actually
Garden.
my balls are inverted.
It's just like 3 vertically stacked fun-size Snickers.
I remember one
There's a lot
thing.
of edges on your wiener, dude.
What can I do for you, Tom?
One thing from the Rose Garden, how miserable Foley was. He
I
took
was
a
not miserable at all.
he
We
took
were
a
having
picture
listen,
of me
don't
amongst.
paint this
He
picture
took a
to
picture
these
of me
two
amongst
animals.
the
They'll be
flowers.
all over. We had a lovely day.
He took a picture of me amongst the flowers, and I was smiling. He was like, "Stop smiling."
I was trying to take an artistic picture. Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to class it up a little bit. You look like you're walking around fucking Disneyland with fucking ears on.
I was having a good time.
We
Who tells somebody
had a
not to?
great time.
Who tells somebody not to smile?
Just for that particular picture, I was going for an artistic choice, which you ruined.
Okay.
We had a nice time.
Tell that to the frog you sat on.
Ribbit in peace.
Oh, poor little guy never saw it coming.
Tommy.
Ribbit.
Tommy gets a laugh at 53 minutes.
234.
There you go. You earned your second entree tonight, big guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, my Ozempic burps are back.
No, so the fart. So this is
But
just.
I'm managing.
All right, that's fine. No one's casted.
You're managing to fuck the air up, dude.
Dude, so like, listen, this is a standard conversation with Foley that should be a 2-line. I say, "Hey man," he response. This is what the conversation turns into. Out of nowhere, you're just like in this weird emotionally charged game of truth or not, truth or lie. I go, He farted. I watched him fart in the green. There's a tight green room in Vancouver, small. He farts. We're sitting on a booth, so I feel it in my butthole. Like it, it comes down, and I feel it on my little fucking balloon knot.
Hit him with the subwoofer.
If you're feeling another man's bass, that's no good.
That's no good, dude. And
or anyone's bass for that.
So
matter.
I watch him put the cheek up. Like he actively farts, and then it was like, hey, listen, you fart. It is what it is. We should be aware of his farts at this current time due to the medication at this juncture. Shouldn't be done in confined spaces that we're sharing. I think that's fair enough to say. Also, in a space where we can't really all go outside because it led right into the showroom.
Mm-hmm.
So but one person could have stood up, walked, turned the corner, and farted.
I
I
agree.
beelined out of that
Excuse
green room.
yourself.
What?
I beelined out of that green room
Sure.
immediately.
So dude, he farts, and I just go, hey man.
The room clears out, and Foley just looks at the camera and goes, "And that's how you get the room."
There was also 4 gas station sandwiches in there.
Yeah. Meanwhile, dude, you're eating gas station tuna sandwiches with these farts. You can't be doing that.
No. That was multigrain with turkey. That was it.
What do you think the
And a little bit of
multigrain does?
cranberry.
Like, you say that like you're saying
It wasn't tuna on like an English muffin or nothing like that. Would have been nice.
It was a gas station sandwich. I don't care what it was. It was a gas station
It was
sandwich.
actually a high-end sandwich.
No, it wasn't.
I saw the label.
What again? This is
It said a name of a grocery store that sounded like Rich People Grocery Store.
okay.
Egg salad
Cleavers
looked
or
okay.
something like that. I can't remember.
This is a perfect. You're seeing
Fair
it in real
trade
time.
something?
This is a conversation that just doesn't need to happen at all, and you just lie
I'll
and move.
find out the name of the grocery store.
And you move the goalposts. So I go, hey man, you can't be doing that with
Fortunately,
those.
sandwiches are eaten.
I literally go, you can't be doing that with the farts, with those kind of farts, man. You got to be conscious of it. And also, if I said that to you, dude, or if you said it to me, dude, you're right, my bad. He goes, I didn't fart. And I went, okay, I know you did. I heard it. And he goes, yeah, I'm sorry. It slipped out. I go, there was 2 of them. He goes, they slipped out. I go, I watched you lean your fucking leg and fart twice.
I slipped.
And all of this whole
Gang,
thing.
that's what you call busted cold.
Yeah, and I go, you just got to go, okay,
Yeah, I take
and
a
that's
shot.
that.
I take a shot. What?
No, stop taking. Do you think we are? It's like I think you think we're 7 years
I've
old.
been washing my hands.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
You've been shitting your pants.
Yes, I have. I've been washing my hands a lot.
Anytime I've seen you
and
in the
not
bathroom, you
coughing
have
at
not.
anybody. Do you know what kind of pressure I was in? I had to sit behind you in the Sprinter, and I was worried that if I think I had a
didn't
bag
have
of
to
corn
sit behind me.
Well, I was comfortable back there. I had a diet soda, and I had some pistachios, and I was scared that I was going to have a coughing attack and cough all over you like I did with Tommy. But Tommy fucking pushing you, that would have been a problem.
What if you spit food on the back of my head? Yeah, that
by
wouldn't have
accident,
been cool.
I'm sure we would have ended up in the emergency room or something like that. You would have went and had your head shaved, your clothes burned, and doused in Clorox.
We would have canceled the tour for sure. Yeah, it's
What are you shaking your head at?
You.
That was chicken salad, too, Tommy.
I remember
That
it
was
well.
Irish chicken salad with fucking sprinkled cheese on it.
That really is like the definition of you, though. Like to hear you sneeze, see chicken salad on my shoulder, and then me going, "What the hell?" and you going, "I didn't do it."
that's literally. What is someone who that just happened supposed to say to that?
I never said
That's
I didn't
some.
do it.
Yes, you did.
You literally like you. It's
I never said that. You're spinning it. You're
spitting chicken
portraying
salad.
me here.
It's not
What?
true.
This is a real ambush in this fucking boardroom. I got to be honest with you. This is crazy.
A little bit of hostile
I
takeover,
thought I was
buddy.
brought in here for a casual meeting.
I'm gonna sign your name. Sign your shares over to the
I
Dempsey
thought you
group.
guys were going to pitch me something.
While you've been in this room, we have acquired 57% of the shares for this company. You now work for
We've
us.
shorted H. Foley Industries. Go ahead, fat
There's
man.
a guy typing in the corner. Patty walks in. You fucking told him about the pepper?
Did she acknowledge that at all? Either.
I was pretty angry.
What did she
about
say
it.
What's
to
the
you?
conversation to her after that?
There was okay. So
Or do you just go,
the 4 of us
She
were.
threw salt at you.
The 4 of us. The 4 of us were in pretty close proximity.
did
for
she ask
most
to
of
split
the
the
day.
bill 4 ways?
No, I took care of it. Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy?
thanks.
Yeah, I took care of it.
Oh, yeah, you're so cool.
Thanks,
Why don't
man.
you get Miles' own hotel room, you cheap fuck?
I offered. I said we would get you one. I said we would get you one after the show.
I love you.
I can't let the guy. He's a cool guy.
Do you have real Costanza and Tony vibes with them?
Yeah, that's what it is.
I know you don't like chicken salad. Dude, you're in love with them.
So we were in close proximity for most of the day. Me, the fiance, the mother-in-law, and Patty.
Were you
And
tethered to all of each other?
There was multiple times where, I mean, the bird knows, and her mom, you know, her English isn't perfect. So let's say that. So I could get away with the, do me a favor.
Talking to Mike.
No, I was trying to demonstrate I was talking to my mother. Like, I'd just be like, yeah, of course, yeah, do me a favor. Knock this shit off and just stop. Just fucking
Wait
do
till
it.
we get out of here. I'm going to fucking tune you up.
I mean, dude, she's out of control. So then she does that. I'm like, what are you doing? I was literally like, what are you doing? You can't just take that off. What? Everybody else has put their head down and kept eating.
Yeah.
There's nothing you could say, man. She's
Yeah, you
fucking
can't
out of
fix it.
control.
I wonder what that's like.
It's nuts.
It makes so much sense that that's the woman who taught you manners.
We always have good manners. She has just gotten to a point.
We
she's
don't
crazy.
say anything when we shit ourselves in a shared vehicle.
That would be rude.
Yeah.
I love how you cursing at her under your breath makes you think that the mother-in-law doesn't understand what's going on.
Yeah. Like she's from another planet or
Hey,
something.
good buddy of mine. Don't worry. Shut the fuck
You
up.
stupid. You're doing this to her.
I mean, it's crazy.
El
But yeah,
Tequero.
she did it rolled right off of her. She does what she wants. She's one of those older.
Reminds me of
ladies.
somebody.
I guess, yeah. The apple doesn't fall too far from the fucking.
It's not an apple. That's a
Chili's
pork
high
roll. That pork roll tree doesn't fall too far from the fucking. dump.
Yeah, but we got to wrap it up, gang. We got to get out of here. We got a gosh darn show to go do.
Gang, we love you to death. Thanks to everybody that showed up. Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver.
Yes.
And by the time you guys hear this, we will be in
Down in Tejas.
Houston, Dallas, New Orleans. We fucking love you guys. We can't thank you enough. And we'll see you next weekend.
Peace.
Peace. From the boardroom, signing off.
Peace.